beginning of this episode, there's just been this horrific murder and shootout in the Bates house, and Zach Shelby is lying there dead.
Norma, at this point, tells him everything. She can't hide anymore.
I have nothing more to tell you. It's the entire truth.
She has no idea what's gonna happen. Is she gonna go to prison? Are they gonna take Norman away from her?
All right, here's what the story's gonna be. I began suspecting Shelby of being corrupted a while back.
It's a really kind of a bizarre scene because he comes up with his own reconstruction of the crime, but his version of what happened lets Norma off the hook, and so she's willing to buy into it. I think what this story does, though, is it makes us wonder, who is this guy Romero? What is he up to? What is his agenda? It's a little unclear what his motives are, and in fact, that's part of the mystery that's going to carry us into the next batch of episodes. Who is Alex Romero?
This man shows up who apparently had stayed in the hotel on a regular basis when Keith Summers ran it, and he's a little odd.
I didn't mean to startle you.
He wants to stay back in the room that he stayed in before.
I'd need the entire block of rooms for the first week of every other month.
All the rooms? That's great.
Norma wants people to stay in the hotel, but there's a feeling that there is something not quite right with this guy.
Norma is so consumed with this idea of her opening being a success that she's willing to have any guest. And so even though this guy, Abernathy, who shows up, seems a bit shady, she's willing to look past that.
She's squashing any suspicion. You know, she's got a business to run.
I think at this point, it's sort of like any guest is a good guest.
You should have everything that you need in there. No one's gonna bother you. Have a nice night. I just think that Emma is a nice, smart girl.
So you're just gonna pick out my girlfriends?
It's not like Bradley's your girlfriend.
Why not? Do you think Bradley's too much for me or something? Despite the fact that, you know, most of the signs from Bradley are pretty negative, Norman still thinks that they can go on and be together. Yeah, it's that classic kind of situation of being in love with someone and people around you saying, you know, she doesn't love you back. But, oh, no, she does.
Herman, I don't feel that way about you. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have done it with someone like you.
Someone like me.
He gets angry. I mean, he gets really hurt. And when that happens to him, he just goes into this other place.
Personally, I don't think nice girls come to your doorstep looking for a guy one day after he moves in.
You hear him saying his mom's words, and you're like, okay, is he remembering his mom saying this, or is he projecting his mom at the moment?
Norman!
When he's put in sort of a bad emotional state, it triggers this other side of him, and this is not the side of Norman that, you know, anybody really wants to see.
I don't think you're a nice girl.
She just wants to say she's sorry, not realizing that she's walking into a very dangerous situation.
You know, maybe there was a sense that with Shelby being dead, that everything was going to be good for Norma and Norman. The kind of conflict between them and some of the elements in this town were resolved, but that's not the case.